Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky. Today the layout we are going to be working on was one I did for National Scrapbooking Day. Now on that day I hung out over at Bachelor Scraps Facebook page. I will link them down below if you want to run over there and see what they are all about. I did use a sketch for this challenge. You can see it up in the top right hand corner. Now the challenge was about fussy cutting, which was not that big of a stretch for me because I love fussy cutting. And with this collection that I'm using right here, it is a Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection. There was a page that just had nothing but butterflies. So I fussy cut out a bunch of the butterflies from the 12 by 12, but then I also got the 6 by, is it a 6 by 8 pad that came with that, or 6 by 6? I can't recall. I don't have it directly in front of me. So I have some smaller butterflies, and then I also have some larger butterflies that are going to be falling on this layout. Now these photos I'm going to scrapbook. If you will recall, there were a few other videos that I might have done that I said I took these photos off of Facebook. It was that Facebook challenge that had to do with a beautiful woman. These are some photos that my sister had posted onto my page, so I totally stole them and made a layout with them. I did that for her. This is Susie. I did that for Debbie's photos, and then also my niece Heather had put some on my page as well, so I did a layout of her. This all happened right around the same time as National Scrapbooking Day, which is why they came into play on that day, I guess. So I am going to go ahead and start building my layout. Now you can see that background that I had was a wood grain. Right here I'm cutting out the pieces that I'm going to be using for my grid. I think they are 3 by 4. They might be 3.5 by 4. I don't really recall at this point what the exact measurements were. I could see that I had a notebook over to the left hand side where I was writing down what I wanted the measurements to be on this. It is going to be very much like the sketch turns out. I am going to be inking everything with that blue distress ink by Tim Holtz. It is the chipped sapphire. That is probably my favorite color out of that entire range of colors. Same with the distress ink. I just am really into navy blue right now. Now on this little piece right here, when I flipped it over to put the adhesive on it, I liked the other side better. So I swapped out that spotty side for this side right here with florals on it. All the other papers that are there are going to pretty much stay the same. This Cocoa Vanilla collection is such a beautiful collection, but then all of their collections really are. I picked mine up at Scrapbook Your Joy. I'll link them down below too if you would like. I think there are a couple other shops within the United States that actually sell Cocoa Vanilla. I'm not exactly sure which ones they are. I got mine from Scrapbook Your Joy, which is a Canadian store, but the shipping was still really fast and it was still comparable to what I would pay if I would have ordered something from scrapbook.com or a cherry on top. I think it was $13 or something like that. So it's a very fair shipping amount. I mean, not in my opinion, it's always too high, but it's comparable to what you would have paid if you would have shopped somewhere else. Now I'm going to try and get this center-ish. Right here I'm using that Tim Holtz centering ruler, and I'm going to use it for this grid too. Now looking at the layout, I have it in front of me right now, and it does look pretty well centered. I don't use this ruler a whole lot, but I really should, because it does really help you get the placement that you are looking for. So this is the base of my layout. It's pretty much done. I'm just going to pull out all the pieces that I had fussy cut out and put them down around the page. Now the one I put up there at the right corner, that is where I'm going to put my journaling. I would say it's going to put everything I love about my sister on there, but that is not enough room. So I'm just going to put a few lines of I haven't even decided what, because I have not done the journaling yet, but I'll put a little bit of something up there. Here I'm going to go ahead and pull out these Chamel thickers, and I pull out the one that said friends. I cut off the S because I just wanted to say friend, and then after I put these photos down, I will find a sticker, a Cocoa Vanilla sticker that says one of a kind. So my title is actually going to read one of a kind friend. Now that is going to land right there, and I will have I will have 3 larger butterflies, and then I'll have a few smaller butterflies scattered down around the page as well. You can see here, I am just putting the adhesive. I'm using that art glitter glue. I'm just putting it on the center of the body of the butterflies so that their wings can stand up a little bit. I'm sure those will get flattened down in my album at some point, but it's fine because I did not actually put foam tape or anything under the wings to keep them lifted up. I just did not glue them down. They'll probably get smushed down. This right here, I was trying to put another one of those journaling spots. I cut it in half. It's a wreath. Tried to tuck it in over at that side, but it's not going to work. Here I'm trying to decide what am I going to use up here in this box to embellish, and I did find that banner. It says XOXO. I'm going to put another butterfly there, that yellow one, and then I find a die cut. Here I'm going to find my die cuts, and I'm going to start going through them. I do put a couple things up there thinking that I will use them, but what I end up using is a banner, and it's a navy banner, and it says time to shine. Here, that's where I'm going through all the die cuts, seeing what else I could put on there. After I found that time to shine, I'm like, oh, perfect. And then I just kind of leave it alone from there. I am going to end up pulling out my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold and give that a splatter around the page. Now, this is kind of weird. The bottle that I'm using on this layout is one of the smaller bottles, and I will tell you what, if you can find yourself a smaller bottle, it does not leave, it seems like to me anyways, the small bottles don't leave the rings like the big bottles do, and I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if it's a newer formula, I have no idea, but I am using a smaller bottle that I had picked up at Tuesday morning. They were selling a 4-pack. There was this and like 3 other colors, or maybe it was this and 2 other colors, but I did pick one of those up. Since then, I've also gotten one from Christina at the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. All right, guys, after I do that, I'm not doing anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.